here's the starting lineup for the visiting Tampa Bay Rays. Dan Plesac, who are you folks?
Well, Matt, I think the guy to watch is Matt Duffy, the Duff Man. He's got a 5-game hitting streak going. If you've got to start those big streaks somewhere, I like the way he's swinging the bat right now. Great approach, very comfortable. Let's see if that streak continues today.
Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Throw by Pedroia will be in time, and there's your first out. Standing in, Matt Duffy. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Waiting on it is Benintendi. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A high fastball is in there. Yeah, the rain's starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
Still 1-2. Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. On to Lansdowne and gone.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot is the result.
And that's in there, base hit. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
As a pitcher, you'd love to assert your authority early on in the game, but it hasn't happened so far out here. That's a home run and a double against him now, and we're still in the first. He's going to have to make some adjustments quickly if he's going to turn this around.
Hard hit ball to short. Gloved by Bogarts. And so the side is retired. Rays off and running early on the solo home run. On to the bottom of the first from Fenway. Tampa Bay's out to a 1-0 lead. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, you have to be really impressed with what J.D. Martinez does for this offense. He hit over 45 home runs last year. I mean, he has elite power. I watched him hit some balls that you just go, my goodness. I think he's got a shot at 50 this year if he can stay consistent.
Jacob Faria is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Tampa Bay. Dan, any thoughts?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's looking to at least, hopefully, pitch into the 6th or 7th inning in this one.
Okay, here's how the Rays set up on defense today. And let's focus on Wilson Ramos. He's an absolute brick wall behind the plate, and if you miss middle over the heart of the plate, he could turn it around with a 3-run bomb.
And a good first pitch as he gets him to bounce one on the ground out towards second. And there's one down now.
Batting second, the shortstop, Xander.
Next up for the Red Sox, Xander Bogarts. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit pretty well out to deep center field. Back goes Kiermaier. He's through first and hustling for second. Around second now and headed for third. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero on the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
Here's J.D. Martinez. Line towards center field. And that'll get down out there. And the tying run is in to score from third. It's 1-1.
Hey, Dero, there's a prime example of a little ambush piece, right? Come up there looking to hit right off the get-go. First pitch comes in, whack, base hit.
Yeah, you want to know if this guy was ready to go? He had a game plan. Hashtag ambush. Here we go now.
Hit down the third baseline, and that's through for a hit.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. That's a nice piece of hit. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
Stepping in, Mookie Betts. And the Red Sox with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. Loud contact by Mookie and a ball carrying well to left field. Gone over the monster and out onto Lansdowne Street. So a three-run blast to straightaway left. First home run of the campaign for him. And with it, the Red Sox have taken a 4-1 lead.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, but it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. You just have to refocus and go after the next hitter.
So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. Softly on a line to third. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Boy, talk about a rough start to an inning, a three-run bomb, and then a base hit. This could get real ugly, Hero.
Yeah, you can tell, Dan. He's going to have to execute a little bit better than that. They were sitting in that hitters meeting, and they were ready. They're keeping their front shoulders in, looking for something up, out, over, and they are not missing.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
You're seeing this lineup's eyes light up when this guy's missing over the heart of the plate. Not only is he missing over the heart of the plate, he's missing the pump. That's an excellent job right there to make him pay once again.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. Skied into straightaway right. Miller is in pursuit. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning. Set to get his day started, Blake Swihart. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. And he squares up on this one, deep to straightaway right. And that'll wind up a foul ball just to the right of Pesky's pole. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. Lifetime versus David Price. He's only 2 for 10. He's taken him deep once.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started. Now the 0-2 from Price. Grounded to short. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second. First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief. You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take. 3-1.
This is where, if you're the batter, 1 pitch, 1 spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage on your mind.
Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
I know this guy isn't known for his hitting prowess, but that's a nice job right there. Getting a single on a 3-2 pitch in the middle of the zone, grab your glove and flash some leather.
Price ready with the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Bounce to first. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in two places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing to make.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Striding in for Boston, Eduardo Nunez. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second. First pitch on its way. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. Hard hit toward the hole. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. So it's a leadoff base hit to start the Red Sox half of the inning. Coming to the plate now, Xander Bogaerts. He smacked a triple and later scored his first time around. First pitch coming. Here it is. Tapper up the line. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out. Striding into the box, J.D. Martinez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard on the ground to third. In time to first, and there are 2 away. In now, Hanley Ramirez. Runner in scoring position with 2 down. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit on the ground to short. Duffy ranges to his right. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Red Sox leave 1, but they lead it 4-1. Malik Smith the next to hit. He'll be the one to lead it off against David Price here in the inning. Popped him up. Nunez over to his right. 1 down. Up next for the Rays, Matt Duffy. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And he gets ahead 0-1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in.
Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Bradley is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And that'll bring up the power-hitting middle infielder Ryan Schimpf. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Ball 1.
Tough spot to hit here as a hitter. You have a base open, so you have to almost be trying to think like the pitcher. Is he going to try to pitch around me, or is he going to come in the strike zone?
Can't connect there. It's 2-2. 4-1's our score here in inning number 3. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1 left for Tampa, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Here's Mookie Betts. He hit a big 3-run bomb in his first plate appearance.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Gomez has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder, and it bangs off the monster. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Man, they already hit 1 home run, and I thought they had a second one right there. Not quite enough behind it, though, as it banged off the wall for a double. He's giving up a fair amount of solid contact right now.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. as he sends it on the ground to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Here's Jackie Bradley now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. And that is into the visitors' bullpen, a home run. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Second home run early in the year, and it's now a 6-1 ball game. Well, I'm excited to check the home run numbers that come out on Show Track, because that was just one of the most impressive launches we've seen in a good while. And as the numbers come in, that ball was projected to have carried over 460 feet. An amazing show of strength.
Now batting, catcher.
Standing in now, Blake Swihart. He swings and sends it in the air out to left center. Gomez is there, and they go down. Here's C.J. Cron now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is crushed into left field, and this one ain't coming back. This ball is gone. I'm sure you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Kiermaier now. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at bat if you can work it back to an even count and at least give yourself a chance.
Skied into straightaway right. Betts on the run. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Adeiny Echeverria. He singled his last time up. Now the first pitch here from Price. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Here's Bogarts, the young shortstop. And that's the second out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brad Miller, a base hit in his first trip. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Bradley on the run. But the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And that ends. Settling in now, Eduardo Nunez. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The shortstop, number 2.
1 gone in the inning now. Here's Xander Bogaerts. Here's the first pitch to him. Liner towards second. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Now the 1-0. Left side. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his 2nd hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Here's Hanley Ramirez. He swings and grounds it to short. A dive, and he knocks it down. And they'll be left with no play as that's going to load the bases now on what should be ruled an infield single. So coming to the plate, Mookie Betts comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
Wow, talk about frustrating. Not what you want to do with the bases loaded. A simple pop-up, and nothing productive comes out of that.
Into the box, Dustin Pedroia, as he hits one on a line to left field. And that's in there, base hit. 1 run scores. And a relay to the plate. A tag, and they get him at the plate as 1. Here's Carlos Gomez. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Hit on the ground to short. Bogaerts has it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
How about it?
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Malik Smith. No hit, the outside corner. Now here's the ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Betts, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Well, one of the narratives of today's game has been driven by the long ball. We've seen these squads go deep, but combined 5 times in this one.
Matty V, this is turning into home run derby part 2. D-roll, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of mislocations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Bat explodes as this has popped up, and no one will get this one. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Duffy.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Throw gets him, 2 down.
The catcher, number 40,
Ready for another shot now. Wilson Ramos comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Ryan Schimpf. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. 0-1 the count. Swing and a line drive, but this is going to get foul. Ramos leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Popped him up. Nunez on the move. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. At the plate, Andrew Benintendi. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Here's the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Kiermaier's got a read on it. 1 out. Digging in, Jackie Bradley Jr. comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. And now a soft liner here to the right side, but foul. 1 out, nobody on. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw on the first takes care of him. 2 very quick outs to start the home fifth. Now in the box, Blake Swihart. He's lined out and flied out in 2 plate appearances. First pitch on its way. Fly ball out toward left center field. Gomez has a read on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Red Sox. They hang on to a 7-3 lead. Striding in, C.J. Cron. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
That last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Pedroia now at second. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Take a look at this right here. He didn't get jumpy and try and pull it down the left field line. Stayed in there, fought hard, and grinded out a nice knock the other way.
In there, a base hit. Throw into second. Cron rounds the corner and is headed home. And a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double.
He was not messing around in that at-bat, looking for a first pitch.
Third baseman, Jamie Echeverria.
Now the Red Sox skipper's up out of the dugout and on his way toward the mound. And that's going to be all this afternoon for David Price. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Matt Barnes takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
Number 32, Matt Barnes.
Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Ball and a strike. Kiermaier leads off second with nobody out. A ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 13.
Now at the plate, Brad Miller. His line includes a single and a fly ball and 2 at-bats thus far. 0-2 the count to Miller. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Hit in the air to right field. Betts giving chase. He gets there, but he missed it. He pulls into third safely as a run also comes in to score, making it a 2-run ball game. Mitch Moreland is on now as he'll take over in right field following the injury.
Right field, number 18.
Here's Carlos Gomez. Career numbers against Matt Barnes. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. No balls and 1 strike.
Left fielder, Carlos Gomez.
Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect. But if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
Nunez is there, 2 down. Malik Smith the next to hit. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And on third with 2 down. Dribbled up the line. But that one rolls foul. Ripped down the line. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors. Daniel Hudson will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season. Rafael Devers the next to bat. He's getting his first plate appearance of the game here in the 6th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Miller is back, and he reaches up to put it away for a long out, number 1. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. 2 for 3 for him so far, including a triple. Pitch on the way. Soft grounder left side. Echeverria fields it cleanly. Throw gets him, 2 down. Now the Red Sox DH, J.D. Martinez. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Lined hard toward right center. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4. So with 2 out, that means Hanley Ramirez will also get an opportunity here.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, Are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Roll. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall, a home run. It's a two-run shot for Hanley Ramirez. Home run number 3 here in the early going as they open up a 4-run lead. Now at the plate, Mitch Moreland. Career line against Daniel Hudson. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. First offering on its way. Line to the right side. And he will run this one down as he pulls it in around the letters, and the inning is over. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run. Standing in, Matt Duffy. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Another 0-2 coming. Grounded to first. Ramirez right there, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The catcher, number 40.
Now at the plate, Wilson Ramos. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Now this ball is also swung on and also hit on the ground to first. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
The batter, number 14. Second base.
Set and the pitch. This is taken outside for ball 1. In there, 1-1. So 1-1. Hard ground ball. Defense played him perfectly. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. They could use a good cup of ambition. It's 9-5. Chaz Roan is into the ballgame now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here. Digging in once again, Dustin Pedroia will try and get something started in the home half of the 7th. Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A solo home run off the bat of Dustin Pedroia. First home run of the campaign for him, as this is now a 5-run cushion.
Now batting, left fielder, Andrew.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Line to the right side, but foul. On the ground to the right side. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Stepping into the box, Jackie Bradley Jr. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Oh, 1, here it comes. Behind 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch. Little dribbler down the line. That ball's foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Ready with another 0-2. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And there's out number 2.
Now batting.
At the plate, Blake Swihart. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch. Liner toward right center. Miller is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Red Sox strike for a run thanks to the Dustin Pedroia blast. Here's C.J. Cron now. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
slide and a stop by Pedroia. Hats off to that one.
The batter, center fielder.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. Career numbers against Matt Barnes. A handful of plate appearances, and he's gone 4 for 6. He also has 1 home run. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Roll, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there, and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches, and if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day, and we saw that here this afternoon, a ball flying out at near record pace.
Hard hit at third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So Sergio Romo is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 54, Sergio
So
Romo.
stepping in, Rafael Devers. First pitch on its way. Way in front of a great slider that time. Now the 0-1. On a line, that's a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway. Now to the plate, Xander Bogaerts. He comes in with a couple of hits, including a triple in 4 at-bats. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 0-1 the count. Set to deliver the 0-1. Soft liner to the left side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team, it doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? When he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
J.D. Martinez is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Hanley Ramirez. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. His second home run of the game as they've widened this lead to 8 now. This has been quite a hitting display from both sides. That's home run number 8 on the day.
Dan, I can only speak from my own past experiences. When the flags are blowing out, you want as many at-bats as you can, and that's exactly what's happened. This ball's jumping at you.
You know, D-Roll, this is always a nightmare for a pitcher. Not only is this a good hitting ballpark, but the wind blows out on top of it. This is the last place you want to be a pitcher at.
Here comes the first pitch. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. Rounded down the third baseline. This will get foul for strike 2. 3 runs already home here. Grounder down the line at third. Hechavarria has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Stepping up now, Brad Miller, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Low and inside with the breaking ball as that causes him to back up a bit.
Boy, this team, they're swinging at everything, but that pitch was just a little too far out of the strike zone.
He throws him on the breaking ball that time. Brad Miller becomes the first out in the 9th inning. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. 2 balls and a strike. Slapped hard the opposite way. 2 down here in the 9th. Malik Smith the next to hit. Now the reliever remains in the game here, having pitched very well, but this is a longer outing than what he's used to.
It is, Matt, and I really tip my cap to him for gutting this thing out right now. On the other side, I worry they're being a little bit too greedy by leaving him out there. There are options left in the pen, and it would be a shame if all his hard work got undone because he started.
The runner from second crosses the plate.
What a frustrating inning from a pitcher's standpoint, Hero. You get the first 2 out of the inning, the next guy doubles, and then you give up a 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, you want to talk about on the complete flip side, firing up an offense. You see your 2 boys go down, 2 quick outs. You mix in a gapper right there. Double finds himself on second base, and he's able to come through. Next guy's able to come through with a big 2-out knock.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away. And that'll bring up the power-hitting middle infielder, Ryan Schimpf. And this is just the eye test talking here, but this reliever looks fatigued to me. Doesn't seem like his stuff is really effective right now.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that, Matty. He's allowed a couple of runners to reach.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Okay, this will wind up being one of those kind of saves you used to see back in the 70s. I'll tell you, he was on fumes at the end there, but he found a way to get it done.
13-6, the final score in this ball game. Boston put up a 4 spot in the opening frame on the way to victory. As he takes the loss.